Hi, I'm Mark Council, Dean of Career and Technical Education here at Cape Fear Community College, and thank you for taking the time to watch another edition of Sea Devils Live. Today we're looking at the Electronics Engineering Technology program. The program director I have here with me is Mark Gray. Mark, thank you for being with us today.
Sure.
Mark, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what makes you qualified to teach this Electronics Engineering Technology?
I've got 28 years in industry as a technician with Bell South, Corning, DAC Americas, and Time Warner. And I've done a lot of experience. I was a telecom technician at Corning, and I'm certified fiber optics. I'm certified master electronics technician. I've got 14 IT certifications. Good
deal. Electronics Engineering Technology. If someone is looking at your program, reading the verbiage on our website, what else can you tell them to maybe to get them into your program? What can they expect when they come to Cape Fear?
Well, to get basic training in electronics and electricity, some intermediate training in electronics, and we got a lot of different skill sets that they can learn here, and all these skill sets are what I've done in the industry, so they get actual experience like I did with the fields that I had to study in and learn that actually helps them get a job. It's just not math and science, it's hands-on training with the systems that are actually used out in industry.
A two-year degree here at Cape Fear Community College, between $10,000 and $12,000. We have a lot of financial assistance. Just a few years ago, you had a young man, Nick Hagley, through the North Carolina Healthcare Engineers Association.
Right.
He had half of his education paid for.
Right.
Talk about the assistance. He received a $5,000 scholarship. Talk about the assistance that some of our students can get if they apply.
Well, that is a good example of something they can get. There are co-ops out there. In fact, I got a student, she sits on that far side over there, she's got a co-op at Corning now. A lot of co-op opportunities out there.
Is that a paid co-op?
Paid co-op, yeah.
Great.
And I've had others in the past get co-op jobs like that. The scholarships are everywhere. Some are specific to EET, some are specific to a trade. It's a matter of searching for them. There's so much out there, it's impossible to categorize it.
Great, great. Now, we're always looking on the cutting edge for new stuff. Yourself and Department Chair Sean Dixon saw an opportunity for a drone systems certificate. We're in the process now of submitting that paperwork. Should be here fall of 21, hopefully. Talk to us about drone systems certificate and what a student can learn with that.
Well, they will learn the basics of handling the drone. And I'm going to have it so when they do the ELE 152 fabrication class, they will actually build a legal drone in class. They get the same training they would anywhere else. It enables them to go step up and then get a license to legally fly a drone commercially. So it's a good basic system, basic class to get them into it without having to do a lot of guesswork on their part, what they need to do.
So we're looking at starting that fall of 21. So a person could, with the drones, with healthcare, with construction, with real estate now,
surveying.
If a person gets this certificate, those surveyors, those construction firms, they could bring their drones to them to maybe fix or repair.
They could, within reason. I mean, they get the basics of electricity and building the drone. Yeah, they could easily go in that kind of work.
Okay.
In fact, there's not many. The only one I found so far close to us is down in Florida.
Perfect. So another opportunity for our students. This is Callie Garcia. She is one of our electronics and engineering technology students. Callie, talk to us and tell us why you chose electronics engineering.
I chose electronics engineering because technology I find is very interesting and it's ever evolving. So there is no guarantee that it's not going to just stop. It just keeps on going and going and going, learning more things, and is developing to where our world is based on a lot of technology now.
Now, what is your end goal once you finish here at Cape Fear? What's your end goal?
My end goal is trying to find a better job, a job that is in the field of technology, and possibly go up higher into the engineering.
You've got a lot of stuff going on here. You've got some, I see some meters, readers, electric readers, soldering. I have no idea what's on this computer screen, but tell us what you're working on here.
This is a digital synchronized digit counter with a day and night indicator, and it also has alarm. And it also tells you the day of the week.
So when it gets to a certain level, alarm goes off, what triggers the alarm?
The actual digits will trigger the alarm set at a certain specific time that I decide to set it at.
Mark, I'm going to give you one last chance to talk to our viewers and try to get them in your classes.
Well, the biggest thing Cape Fear did for me, in 1995 I got my 2-year degree in electronics engineering here. Without that degree, I could not have gone on to Bell South. I could not have gone on at Corning, could not have gone on at New Hanover County Schools, could not have got on at DAC Americas. So that degree was the entry document to get into these industries, so to speak. It's done more for me, my career, than my 4-year degree did. So, you know, this is where you start at. I've had all the jobs these people are trying to get. I've had them all in the industry. So I know the path they need to take, and this is the way you start.
So if you want a good career opportunity, come to electronics, engineering, technology. Also the drone system certificate that's coming out in the fall. I'm Mark Council. Thank you again for tuning in to Sea Devils Live.